Striker Scorpion 82 is now sponsored by Warhammer Combat Cards, a card battle game featuring your favourite Citadel miniatures from the 40k universe. Build your army decks, dominate opponents in player versus player action, collect and upgrade cards to fit your strategy, improve their power and unlock unique traits. Choose from all 40k factions, take part in campaigns based on iconic 40k battles, rise to the top of the leaderboard and win glory. Free to download and play, link is in the video description below or on the channel homepage, and by using the unique link it helps support the channel. Thanks and enjoy the game. Alright, welcome to this short video. It's just an introduction to the new sponsor on the channel here. It's the magnetbaron.com. So it's obviously by the title of the website, they specialise in magnetising, helping you to magnetise your models, aircraft, vehicles and so on. So they've sent me a sample of the kind of products that are available from them. So in this video we'll just take a quick look and see what's available from the magnetbaron.com. So big thanks to them for their support on the channel. The link for the magnetbaron.com will be in the video description below, so you can check them out. They are based in the United States, the USA, so perhaps more relevant to viewers on that side of the world, but they ship internationally, so you can order here in the UK and across Europe, no problem at all. So let's get stuck in here and we'll show you what's been sent through, just a sort of a spread of different items that are available. So obviously a wide variety of different types of magnets. So if you're new to magnetising, you haven't magnetised models before, it's very useful for like changing your weapon loadouts around, especially with a lot of Games Workshop models. They often come with different weapon options, and so instead of having to buy, if you want to try different options out, instead of having to buy the same model and just keep doing different versions of it, you could buy the one model, then magnetise all the weapon options, and then you could swap those out, because some weapons get cheaper in points, they get the stat line gets better and so on, and so it's often a good idea to be able to magnetise and swap loadouts around, so as rules change, different codexes come along, your models can adapt to that, and you can try out different weapons and so on as well. So magnetising is a great idea. James is a massive fan of doing that with his Astra Militarum and Ultramarines. I think pretty much he's magnetised the entire collection for both of those armies. I've done some magnetising, and it is a very, very good idea. So if you're looking to do that, then often you'll need a variety of different types of magnets, small, large, flat ones and so on. So the Magnet Baron is offering a nice variety for you to choose from. So this one here, it's 100 pieces, size is in inches here, it's 1/8 of an inch by 1/16. I think that is 2mm by 3mm, I think. The grade here is N52. Now that is a strong magnet here. That's one of the stronger options that you can go for magnetising. So for their size, these will be strong here. So useful. You'd use those on sort of drilling into, say, Space Marine arms, drilling into the arm and then drilling into the shoulder. That's the kind of strength you'd use for that. So it's a small magnet but pretty strong, able to hold up an arm, for example. I've done that on some of my Terminator models with Blood Angels. So that's those, very useful. I'll just pull them out as they come here. They're sort of stuck together because they're magnets. So inside here, this is your magnetising for flight stands. So you've got a flyer, and then instead of using the plastic cross-shaped one that Games Workshop supply, instead you can go for this option here, which is more the clear rod. I'll get this out here so you can see. This is a pack of two, so this will do 2 flyers from the one pack. So you get these clear rods here, which are quite smart, obviously going to be very strong. And in there is your, what you're doing is they supply the pack, so you have to try and figure out what you need. You buy the pack and it's got everything in it that you need for the task. So it comes with the rods, the appropriate sized magnets, and then they also supply, it's quite useful, 2 of these. It looks like they've been 3D printed by the looks of it here, and like a kind of resin material. But I imagine what you do is you can super glue these to your base. So you have your flight stand base, super glue this on, and then that'll act as your bit where you put this into, and that goes in there like that. And then you can magnetize from the top here to stick the model on, something like that. You can go for whatever arrangement you want to go for with that, but it gives you I would imagine that, I don't know, it's different. I suppose you can choose which way you want to do it. That's definitely going to be fixed to the base, and because that's kind of resin material, the super glue is going to bite nice and strong to that, and then to the base. You've got a nice strong foundation because you're trying to prevent it from snapping and breaking it, and the aircraft on top is going to be quite heavy. With this, you could leave it loose and add as a way of in the game, but I'd imagine if it were me, I would probably glue that in and fix it. I'd have to think about what to do. I guess they're leaving it as an option for whatever you want to, whichever combination you want to go for. But I would glue that in place and just have the base and the rod nice and solid and straight, and then magnetize up here with a magnet stuck on and a magnet stuck onto the base of the flyer, and then that would be strong enough. And again, I think these are N52. Yeah, these are N52 coated magnets here, so again it's the stronger option. You can get different grades of magnets, and N52, and I used to buy them from different places, N52 is sort of the strongest option you could go for, so they are supplying you nice strong magnets here. So pack of 2, so that'll do 2 of your flyers. All the magnets you need in there is 8 magnets, so 20 magnets, 2 of those little stands, and then the 2 rods in there. Next is, alright, so they do, yeah, for different types of skimmer vehicles. So this can be used on the Necron Ghost Ark, for example. I'd imagine Eldar Wave Serpents as well. And I imagine it's going to be a similar setup to what we've already seen. Again, it's for 2. So yeah, same size magnets, the resin stands, and then 2 shorter rods just there as well. So very good, but very sturdy, this thickness. Put those back in. That's that pack. Handy when you get the pack, you're trying to figure out, the last thing you do is buy loads of stuff, not a mistake, trying to figure out what to do. So they give you the appropriate packs just to make things a lot easier. Next up is the 4 medium small posable magnetic flight stands. So this is interesting. I'll open this up here. Obviously they're giving the example there of the Inceptors, the Primaris Space Marines. So inside here you should get 4 rods, yeah. 4 of those stick-on bases to hold them in place. So they'll go inside there. With a little bit of wiggling. I'd need to clean this up first with a modelling knife. But that goes in there, it goes in. You'd wonder how you'd store these, because that's very tight on that. So that's not going to wiggle around. You could maybe store it so they actually come out. But again, they've left it as an option for you. So that goes on like so. And then here, it's actually been worked out here. There's like a base and a bowl in it here. And this is where you make use of these. So that's your magnetized ball bearing. No, these aren't magnetized, I think these are just steel. But then the magnets will stick to them that come with the pack. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how this works. I think you stick, so that's all stuck to the base, that goes in there, either stuck or left loose. The ball bearing gets stuck into it's pre-drilled for you, so that just dips in there and sits on top. And what they've given you, it's quite clever actually, these magnets. I've never seen them done like this before. So it's a magnet, but again it's hollowed out like so, and then that you're going to stick that to your model, and then that's going to stick on there. So you've got the ball bearing is fixed in place, and this magnet with the model stuck on it is going to be able to move around, so you can change the poses around on your models. And that's a nice strong join. That's fascinating how that's done, but I've never seen that magnetized in such a way. But it lets you, See, for example, Drukari Reavers, the jet bikes, you know, you can tilt them from side to side, and that magnet's going to sit there nice and strong on that ball bearing, so you can change the poses around. The Eldar jet bikes as well, the Inceptors, they give an example, all those kind of models. You'll be able to do different poses there with that. They also give you regular magnets here as well. So those come in the pack also, but that's a pack of 4. You can see they're all sticking together. So I'm going to put them back in there. I'm sure if you go on the website, they'll give you more information, instructions, more pictures and ideas of how you can use their magnetizing systems here. But again, with the pack, everything you need is in the pack. So you just sort of need to know what models you want to magnetize, and then the pack sort of just give you everything you need what you're looking to do. And then there's a few more standard magnets. Got tiny ones here, tiny magnets. 1/16 of an inch by 1/32. Is that 1/32 of an inch, and 52 grade. Again, there's 100 of them there. Would you believe? Just a very tiny magnets. Maybe 1 millimeter by 1.5 millimeters. And the magnets look nice quality. I've seen different types of magnets, ordering them in the past, but these look to be nicely done. There's 50 pieces here. This is 4.5 by 2.2 magnets. Something a little bit stronger, but not too big. Again in 52 grade. And then some bigger, stronger ones here. Large 6 by 2.2 millimeter. That's your kind of, you'd use those on something like tank turrets would be strong enough. Sponsons, that kind of size. Weapons on a Wraith Knight, Imperial Knight, something like that. Quite strong. Again, not too big. And they've also got, they sent me some examples of these. So the base movement trays. So you've got 5 models, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there, and then the smaller base size can go on there. These look like they're 3D printed. So that's another option that's available from themagnetbaron.com as well. And then there's a mystery one here they've sent through. It's loads of ball bearings and 1 magnet. I'm not sure what that is. It's not labelled, so it could just be a supply of small ball bearings. They might do different sizes available for what you need them for, but that's come through from them as well. That's giving you an example of what the magnetbaron.com have available. So for all of your magnetizing needs, then check them out, especially if you're in the United States of America and around that kind of area. But as I said earlier on, they're going to ship across the world, and then it looks like everything you need for magnetizing is going to be found at that website. So big thanks to them for their support here on the channel. The link for the magnetbaron.com is in the video description below, but you can check them out for your supplies of magnetizing kits, magnets, spacing and so on, all available from the magnetbaron.com. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.